meteorologist Eric Sorensen and Storm Track 8 weather.
All right, so welcome back. All eyes really on the weekend forecast and what can we expect, especially starting on Saturday night.
Saturday night, it's going to get icy around here, and I think our confidence is building now that this is going to be something that travelers and anybody needs to really pay attention to. All right, so this is Saturday night, Sunday, through about noontime on Monday. That's a winter storm watch. All of eastern Iowa and much of western Illinois. Not necessarily for those of you just off to the northeast just yet, but this may be expanded as we head through time. So this is kind of what we're expecting this weekend. It will be a kind of a true icy setup. As you see, the areas that are going to be worst initially are going to be down to the south. So this is today and tomorrow. You can see from St. Louis back to Wichita, Oklahoma City, going to get socked in with lots of ice. Waves of moisture will stay to the south of us through tomorrow, but then that will lift to the north. So we will get it eventually. I-35, 44, and I-70 are the interstates affected here if you're traveling today and tonight. So we look at what's happening on Future Track. You can see here we'll prove that the quantities will be just fine for today. But downstate, down south of Springfield through Decatur, St. Louis, and over toward Effingham. And look at Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Wow, waves of very, very intense rain shower activity will fall on a sub-freezing surface. That creates the ice glaze. Look at the numbers here. It's going to be a significant ice storm for northern sections of Oklahoma through Kansas, and then eventually this moves to the north. So you see these 0.2s, 0.3s, 0.6s. All right, so Kansas City has almost a half an inch. There's a little bit more in Tulsa. So what does that mean? Well, let's take a look at the impacts. And you can see a half to 3/4 of an inch of ice, what that means for power interruptions. All right. Even a 1/4 of an inch of ice makes the road slick and hazardous. When you get more, it's extremely hazardous. So that's what we are talking about as we look towards Sunday. You get down here to the 3, 4s, and 5s. This type of ice storm happens once. The 5 happens once in a generation. So that hasn't happened here in a long, long time, and I don't see this getting that bad. We'll continue to watch it. Here's the timing for you this weekend. For today, it'll be down here in this purple area. In this pink Saturday, and this lighter color, almost a white color, will be where the ice will be on Sunday. So let's pay close attention to that. Look what's happening down here to the south already. Oklahoma City up through Tulsa and Joplin, Missouri, which is right there, to Springfield, Rolla, St. Louis. Really nasty already this morning. So we will breathe a sigh of relief. We got a nice Friday coming. It's going to be January level chill though. 15 our temperature now. Mostly cloudy sky, northeasterly breeze at 8. You kind of get an idea here of what our sunrise. We're expecting more clouds than sun as we head through the day. Ooh, that's a pretty shot from our Moline Eagle Eye, showing that red sky in the morning. I remember my grandma always used to say, red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. Kind of is appropriate because we have this storm system coming in this weekend. For this afternoon, the wind chills will go up into the teens if we're lucky. Still going to be a chilly day, to be sure. Breezy too. 25 our high temperature, northeasterly breeze 10 to 20 miles per hour. For tonight, down to 21. Maybe a couple of patches of freezing drizzle or some flurries late. 21 the overnight. We go to 28 tomorrow, so still chilly. Freezing rain possible after nightfall tomorrow night, lasting through Sunday. Some icy travel, definitely. 33 degrees, the high temperature. This really doesn't get better until we rise above freezing, and that should happen around Monday at noon. We'll look for a high temperature 40. Anything that does ice up will melt as we head through next week with temps in the 40s.
We'll look forward to that then for sure.
Eric, thank you. 6:44 on this Friday. The Justice Department's internal watchdog has launched a new probe into the way the department and the FBI specifically handled Hillary Clinton's private email server investigation. The new details right here on Good Morning Quad Cities. The Justice Department has been criticized for how it handled the investigation, especially when it came to how the public was notified. In late October, FBI Director James Comey said the FBI found more emails that could be connected to the investigation into Hillary Clinton's handling of classified material, which had months earlier seemed closed. Yesterday on Capitol Hill, Comey dodged questions about the controversy.
You didn't say one way or another whether even there's an investigation underway.
Correct. I don't, especially in a public forum, we never confirm or deny a pending investigation.
The irony,
I'm not saying
the irony of your making that statement here, I cannot avoid, but I'll move on.
The review will examine several allegations, including that DOJ and FBI employees improperly disclosed non-public information, and the timing of the FBI's release of information was improper. The bodies of 6 children, including a 9-month-old, have been recovered after a fire tore through the family's home early yesterday morning. The fire started at the 3-story home in Baltimore, Maryland, with a woman and her 9 children inside. An 8-year-old girl was able to help her mother and 2 of her younger siblings escape the fire. When crews arrived on scene, the 3rd flood had collapsed, making it almost impossible to save the others trapped inside. One neighbor says he comforted the mother while she watched from outside the house.
And that's when I seen the mother coming around the side. And I kept yelling. I kept saying, please help me, somebody help me, help me. And I asked her, I said, where are the babies? She said, they in the house. And I said, where? Well, I said, where all of them? She said, they in the house. She said, the other 3 is around the side.
The mother and the 2 boys are in critical condition. The father was at work at the time of the fire. The cause is still under investigation. An Arizona State Trooper is alive this morning thanks to the help of a Good Samaritan. The whole incident started when the trooper was called to the scene of a deadly car crash. As they were investigating what happened, the trooper was ambushed by a gunman and shot in the shoulder. A passing driver then stopped to help out and told the suspect to stop. When he didn't, the driver shot and killed him. It's unclear where the suspect came from or if he's related to the crash. The trooper is expected to recover from his injuries. A New York City boy is accused of pulling a gun on a classmate over chicken nuggets. The 12-year-old noticed one of his female classmates buy the McNuggets at a local McDonald's on Tuesday. When he asked her for one, she refused. That's when the boy reportedly followed the girl into a subway station, pointed a gun at her head, and demanded the nugget again. The girl was able to get away unharmed and later reported the incident to police, who took the boy into custody. Take a look at this. Some thieves broke into an Arizona home by entering through the doggy door. You can see the male suspect climbing a wall to the home backyard. There's the dog following him. Then he greets by the family's dog with treats before he crawls through the doggy door. Well, moments later, he opens the front door for a woman waiting. The 2 then pack the car full of items from the home. The homeowner believes he knows the woman. After the Chargers, Chairman Dean Spanos confirmed that the team will begin the 2017 NFL season as the Los Angeles Chargers. Some fans were pretty enraged. Some crowds lit piles of memorabilia on fire outside Chargers Park, leading to one arrest. The group could be heard shouting expletives and calling out Spanos repeatedly. While some fans remain upset, others say they'll remember the good times they had with the team after more than 50 years in San Diego. TV reporters are always trying to get people off the street to talk to them about their stories, but one reporter got a huge laugh before the interview even began.
First and last name, please.
Erica O'Donnell.
And can you spell first and last?
First-Last.
I meant your first and last name.
Erica O'Donnell was jogging in a park when an Australian reporter attempted to ask her a question about exercise practices. As you just heard, she literally spelled out first and last instead of her name. At least she found the humor in her mistake. I see that happening to me. Time for a trivia question for this hour. What is the record for someone running backwards during an entire marathon? 4 hours, 6 hours, or 10? Grab the phone, give us a call, 309-736-3288. Callers 7, 8, and 9 are eligible to win 2 tickets to see the Quad City Mallards this Saturday at the iWireless Center. The answer when we come back. You're watching Good Morning Quad Cities.